My fellow Bereans, hello. I'm pleased to release this very first President's Message of the Year via Facebook and YouTube. This is a part of our new SGA initiative to increase openness and transparency, bringing your student government to you. In this first President's Message, there are two important announcements that I'd like to make. The first is about visitation. The second is about the scenario planning process. First, on visitation. Please congratulate members of the Board of Residents when you see them around campus. Specifically, 3 members, the chair of the BOR, Cameron Gaunt, the past chair of the BOR, Martina Jackson-Hayes, and Representative Natalie Crone. These 3 outstanding individuals recently reached a deal with the administration to increase visitation hours beginning in the spring for 2 additional hours. Starting in February, visitation hours will begin at 5 and end at 1 a.m. And that accomplishment is due to Martina, Cameron, and Natalie. Please congratulate them and say thank you when you see them. That final hour of visitation will be staffed by a student on a 5-hour labor contract. Part of that contract will be paid by the student government through our legislative initiatives budget. Now, the second announcement that I'd like to make is about the scenario planning process. And to begin, I would like to commend the outstanding work of Kojo Jantois as Editor-in-Chief of the Pinnacle this year and the fine Pinnacle staff who've done an outstanding job covering the issue of the scenarios and bringing that issue to life for the campus. I think they ought to really be congratulated for informing the campus in such an outstanding way as they have this year. Particularly, Kojo made an outstanding point in his September 23rd editorial in which he wrote the following, quote, "With our current busy schedules, juggling classes, work, and social life, it is extremely difficult to be motivated to read a 25-page report or the suggested readings in the emails when I have to read 100 pages for class the next day and publish a newspaper. As a former editor of the Pinnacle, I can really identify with that need to put out a paper. But also, as Kojo so correctly points out, all of us students are very busy, and we in SGA understand that, which is precisely why we put out this 1-page concise scenario summary sheet and put it in every student's CPO. It's also why we brought President Shin to you a week ago in a forum where students were able to express their views and concerns. We'll be bringing President Shin back to you for another forum in the beginning of November to again share your concerns. We're also working with the college's Office of Institutional Research and Assessment to put together a survey to find out student opinions about the scenarios, and a tabulation of that report will go to the Board of Trustees along with the scenarios when they vote. I am also reaching out to all club presidents across campus to work with them in their clubs to get their feedback about the scenarios and work with students in small groups to come up with our ideas and our suggestions and our concerns and submit those to the Administration Board of Trustees to increase student voice in this process. So, let us commend Natalie, Martina, Cameron. Let us also commend Kojo for the outstanding coverage of the scenario planning process and the entire Pinnacle staff. I'm so pleased to have this opportunity to talk to you in this first President's Message, and I hope you stay tuned for our next message.